Ain't no sunshine when Tank's gone.
I'll smack the shit out of him in front of everybody.
Only dark times for you.
I could just throw Haney's name in the hat. There is no fucking hat.
Ain't no sunshine when Tank's gone.
I don't play them type of games.
Leonard, Ellerbe, why you always talking about me?
Didn't you fucking learn your lesson from that with AJ?
Ain't no sunshine when Tank's gone.
I'll knock that motherfucking hole out. Period.
Only dark times for you.
There ain't no hats to throw nothing in here. We're running a fucking business.
Ain't no sunshine when Tank's gone.
You fucking idiot.
Leonard, Ellerbe, why you always talking about me?
He had a budget of well over $1 billion.
All right, look, it's no secret that Leonard Ellerbe and Eddie Hearn don't get along. Or should I say that Leonard Ellerbe doesn't like Eddie Hearn, okay? It's also no secret that PBC has a hard time doing business with DAZN. As said by Eddie Hearn, he said, look, I got a hard time making deals with these guys because they simply do not like me, okay? We also know that Ryan Garcia fights on DAZN. And if there's a fight that's to be made between him and Tank, that Eddie Hearn is going to be involved. Now, you add to the element that Gervonta Tank Davis ain't really feeling Leonard Ellerbe or Floyd Mayweather or Mayweather Promotions at this time. And then you add another element, what's going on there with PBC, Showtime / Paramount. Let me ask you a logical question. Why would you think that this fight was even something that could be possibly be made when you have all these glaring elements that's looming? It makes no sense. And to add on top of that, you have Stephen Espinosa, who announced a fight to the public that's not even signed. So let's add this all up. Leonard Ellerbe can't stand Eddie Hearn. Leonard Ellerbe can't stand Eddie Hearn, and they don't like DAZN, him or PBC. Ryan Garcia fights on DAZN. Gervonta Tank Davis is not comfortable with where he's at on Mayweather Promotions. He either left him or he didn't left him. I mean, nobody really knows the details. And to add on top of that, they announced a fight to you that has no contract, that has not been signed. So once you add all that up together, is it really hard to see why y'all have a feeling that this fight isn't going to be made? Probably because they announced a fight to you that was done that's still not signed. That should have been one of the glaring elements right there. But to add on top of that, you know that these two men don't get along. And you know they don't like DAZN. And Ryan fights on DAZN. And Tank Davis do not like none of them. So do you think he's going to go into a fight, which will be one of his biggest fights in his career and one of his biggest, I would say, paydays in his career? Do you think he's going to go into that fight with a team that he don't like or that he believes is against him? That's all the more reason why you got Stephen Espinosa, who announced the fight to you that was not signed. They want to make you believe something that's actually not true. Once again, we shouldn't be shocked. This is a reflection. We've seen stuff like this before. And we've seen this with the notorious, and that's why I'm going to call him the notorious PBC. It's true. Now, the thing that Tank is talking about, one thing I can say about Tank has always in his own way, whether he put a delete out there or whether he puts a tweet out there and deletes it, he's always let it be known that he's uncomfortable and he don't like where he at. You know? But at the same time, he said he'll always do business with Al, but just not with Leonard Ellerbe and Floyd Mayweather, which same team at the end of the day, just a different mouthpiece. You know? But when Tank Davis says that he was being hated on by Leonard Ellerbe saying that he was going to get knocked out, it's because Adrian Broner has came out and expressed the exact same feelings.
All I want. And I know all y'all against me. Him right here, Leonard Ellerbe against me. They with this bitch ass nigga. Leonard a bitch ass nigga too.
First off, you don't disrespect me like that.
Man, shut up. You ain't with me. You ain't with me. You with Jesse.
I'm with Mayweather Promotions.
You with, oh yeah, you ain't with me.
And not only has Adrian Broner came out and expressed the exact same feelings, Tank Davis has talked about this before, where he believed in the Pedraza fight, they actually thought Tank was going to lose that fight. That's why Tank acted up the way he did after that Pedraza fight, because nobody on his team, he felt, believed that he could beat Pedraza. So when he beat him, that's the reaction that you see at the end of the Pedraza fight. And that's where Mayweather came up and said, is this guy the face of boxing, or is he the best boxer, the best guy in boxing? Abso-fucking-lutely. And if you look at Floyd, even Floyd was a little bit shocked and taken aback. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, like you really pulled that off. Like, you know what? You might be. You know what I'm saying? You might be that guy. If you go back and watch it, you can see it. It's all over Floyd's face. So when he says he's being hated on and stuff like that, I don't doubt that, because that's why a few people didn't sign the Mayweather Promotions. You know? And it's not unheard of on PBC. And low-key PBC has put Jermell Charlo out there to get beat a few times. It just didn't happen. But if you go back at some of his interviews, some of the All Access, he mentions that. You know what I'm saying? He makes that very clear. And one of the clear examples that you could see it of, one of them that I can think of off top, if you could ever go watch, if it's available, the Jermell Charlo Lubin fight, he was saying how, like, dude, I'm the champion, all that other stuff, but y'all got the cameras, I think it was like 24-hour access or something like that. He said, but y'all got the cameras posting this guy up like he the one. Y'all give him all the camera time, y'all give him all the story time, and just treat me like I'm the challenger. You know what I'm saying? So he was calling out his own promotional company for seeming to promote Lubin during the whole boxing special more than they did him. And that's because Al Heyman don't like that undisputed stuff. And if you want to get in more detail about that, it's a cat from Detroit named CJ Goodfella. He'll break that stuff down to you, how Al Heyman is about that undisputed thing. So I advise you to go over there and check that out, because he'll break it down right for you. And so when he says that, I'm not surprised. But then again, at the same time, you got Shakur Stevenson basically exposing that Gervonta Tank Davis say, I ain't interested in taking nothing but easy fights, and I'm just gonna fight who they put in front of me. So whatever the problem is over there at PBC and Mayweather Promotions that Tank Davis has, it's not about the level of opposition. So I bring that up to say all the people that think that he wants to leave Mayweather Promotions to pursue better opposition, that's not true. Okay? As confirmed by Shakur Stevenson, which what was told to him by Gervonta Tank Davis. So whatever his problem is, it's not the lack of competition. So why do I say all that? I only say all that to say that when you don't see a Tank Davis versus a Ryan Garcia fight, you should not be shocked or surprised, because it's a boatload of elements up there that show you why it's probably more than likely not going to happen. And the simple fact is, they announced a fight to you that is simply not signed yet. Now, I asked the question before, why do you think that they would do something like that?